The Cambodian-Thai border dispute, a history of tension and fire. Good day and welcome. Today, we delve into a complex and often violent saga, the enduring border dispute between Cambodia and Thailand. Stretching over 800 kilometers, this frontier has been a flashpoint, periodically erupting into deadly conflict. At its heart lies a struggle steeped in historical legacies, national pride, and the lingering imprecision of colonial-era boundaries. Our story begins in the early 20th century with the Franco-Siamese treaties of 1904 and 1907. These agreements aimed to define the border between Siam, as Thailand was then known, and French Indochina, from which modern Cambodia emerged. But the maps drawn by French surveyors were often vague, particularly in mountainous and forested areas, leaving vast sections of the border undefined or ambiguously marked. This imprecision, this colonial legacy, would become a ticking bomb. The most prominent symbol of this historical ambiguity is the Preah Vihear Temple. This breathtaking 11th century Hindu temple, perched atop a towering cliff in the Dangrek Mountains, is a masterpiece. Both nations consider it a vital part of their cultural heritage, a majestic testament to the grand Khmer Empire that once dominated much of mainland Southeast Asia. Yet its beauty masks a deeply contested history. Following Cambodia's independence from France in 1953, Thai troops reoccupied the area around Preah Vihear in 1954. Cambodia protested, taking the matter to the highest international court. In 1962, the International Court of Justice, the ICJ, delivered its verdict. The Preah Vihear Temple is situated in Cambodian territory.
As you can see from this survey map from 1907, the temple is clearly within Cambodian territory.
The court unanimously finds that Preah Vihear is situated in territory under the sovereignty of Cambodia.
Thailand was ordered to withdraw its forces.
Let's move to the new
This
position.
decision
Stay alert.
largely relied on Thailand's earlier acceptance of the French-drawn map. But despite the clear ruling, Thailand maintained that while the temple structure might be Cambodian, the surrounding land remained disputed. This fundamental disagreement laid the groundwork for future clashes. The dispute simmered for decades, becoming largely dormant during Cambodia's civil war. However, tensions reignited in 2008 when Cambodia successfully nominated Preah Vihear as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This move was met with fierce nationalist protests in Thailand, accusing their government of ceding sovereignty. The protests quickly escalated into armed skirmishes. In 2011, with renewed fighting, Cambodia requested the ICJ to clarify its 1962 judgment. And in 2013, the court reaffirmed Cambodian sovereignty not only over the temple, but also over the entire promontory on which it stands. Thailand was once again instructed to remove its forces from the area. While Preah Vihear remains a central symbol, the recent escalation of tension extends to other undemarcated areas along the border. Temples like Prasat Muen Thom and Prasat Krabey have also become focal points of competing claims and military standoffs. And the year 2025 has seen a significant increase in hostilities, marking the worst fighting in over a decade. Several factors have contributed to this renewed escalation. A key trigger for the recent fighting was the injury of Thai soldiers by landmines. Thailand accused Cambodia of newly planting these mines, a claim Cambodia vehemently denies, stating the explosions occurred within known, officially documented minefields on their territory. This quickly spiraled into a diplomatic crisis. Thailand expelled Cambodia's ambassador, and Cambodia reciprocated. Both sides, as expected, blamed each other for initiating the armed confrontations. domestic politics in both countries play a significant role. In Thailand, the recent border crisis has deeply impacted the government, with Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra even facing suspension over a leaked phone call with former Cambodian leader Hun Sen, where she adopted a conciliatory tone. Thai nationalists accused her of undermining national sovereignty. In Cambodia, Prime Minister Hun Manet has stated that while Cambodia seeks peaceful resolution, it has no choice but to respond with armed force against armed aggression. The recent clashes, particularly since late May and intensifying in July 2025, have been brutal. They've involved heavy weaponry, including artillery and rockets, and even airstrikes by Thailand using F-16 fighter jets. Both sides have accused the other of targeting civilian areas and using internationally prohibited weapons like cluster munitions, which Human Rights Watch has condemned. The fighting has led to significant civilian casualties and massive displacement, with tens of thousands fleeing their homes on both sides of the border. The Cambodian-Thai border dispute is a deeply entrenched issue, where historical grievances, national identity, and unresolved colonial legacies intersect with contemporary political dynamics. While diplomatic efforts are underway, including a proposed ceasefire by Malaysia and appeals to the UN Security Council, the deep-seated nature of the dispute and the recent intensity of fighting underscore the fragility of peace along this volatile frontier. Until a mutually agreeable and comprehensive demarcation of the border is achieved, the threat of renewed tension and armed conflict will continue to loom over the region.